Hi there, this is Kevin Tharp. Today what we are going to do is we are going to take a walk into some of the files that you use with OpenBrush. And there's two times that you will interact with this. Either when you are trying to import something or when you are trying to export or extract something from it. So there's when you make your way to the OpenBrush folder, and this shows the location of where to find it if you install it to a PC with the default settings. So it'll go to this PC, Documents, and normally there's a shortcut to Documents, and then OpenBrush. So if I come into the Documents area, it's under OpenBrush. And if you open that, there's a series of folders here. And the folders that you have visible in front of you are going to depend upon what you have done to this point. So for example, the exports doesn't come in until you start using some of the advanced features. So you'll see the media library, the sketches, the snapshots, and the videos as the normal files when you first begin using this. So what the media library is, and we'll dig into this a little later, is a place where you can take images, models, so like .obj files, and we'll go into that in another video as well, what kind of models you can use, and videos. And so these are elements that can be imported into your sketches from within. And what you can see here is a series of sketches or a series of images that I have included in here. And you'll notice that JPG and PNG are both supported. So that's the images folder. Models folders we'll get into more later on. There are a couple of default models that are in there. There's this Andy and this Tiltosaurus. Later on, when you start using with the ability to export strokes and that kind of thing, you'll be able to add additional models in there, but we won't go into that in this. And the other is videos. So if you want to import videos into your scenes, that's where you would put the file. Okay, so that's the media library. Moving back to OpenBrush. Sketches, this is where your sketches are by default saved. This is a place where you can change the name of the sketches, but this is where your sketches are stored. So that's in that is the TiltBrush files, and you'll know they are TiltBrush files by the .tilt, and OpenBrush and TiltBrush both use that same file. So this is where your sketches will be stored. Snapshots, and that's one of the things that we're going to cover in this video, is when you take a picture, a snapshot with the camera tools in the beginning mode or the advanced, but the basic camera tools, the snapshots show up in here, and the videos that you record, and I'm going to go in and show you this in this video. This is where those videos show up, and depending upon how you've got your configuration of your system set up, sometime they will add batch files and other things that again will be covered in a different video when we get to more advanced kind of stuff. The other thing is this OpenBrush.configuration. The configuration file, right now you'll see that it is basic and empty. That's because I am demonstrating how to use the software, and I'm wanting to open with the basic functionality. But you'll see as you keep following my files around that eventually I start using this config file to control things like the resolution, to add my name to it. If I'm wanting to interact with YouTube, that kind of information is what we'll do in what you do in this. But again, that is a video for another day. Check my channel. Hopefully by the time you see this, I've got those up there. So what we have is we have a series of folders within the OpenBrush folder in the Documents folder, and each of those folders contain files that will allow you to either import or export different types of content from OpenBrush. So let's go in and take a look at what we're looking at there. All right, so we are now in OpenBrush, and what I'm going to do, the first thing right off the bat, I'm going to go to my sketchbook and I'm going to import or load a sketch. And this sketch was included in the sketch folder that I was showing you a minute ago. That's how it shows up in your sketchbook. So any of those files that were in that sketches folder show up within your sketchbook. That's how we access those. What we're going to do is we're going to show you how to use the different camera tools. So I'm in the beginner's mode right now, and that you can access these tools from either the beginning or advanced mode. So I come into cameras, and when I come into cameras, I see the ability to create a snapshot, an auto GIF, a 5-second GIF, and a video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of each of these just so that you can see how that works. So I'm going to take a snapshot just by squeezing the trigger on my controller and having framed up the picture. Then I'm going to use my thumb to switch to an auto GIF, and it's going to do sort of a wobble, and I'm just going to squeeze the trigger and it'll automatically do that. On the 5-second GIF, what you need to do is hold down your trigger, and if you're going to move your camera. So you'll hold it down and do whatever you want to do to get that, and you'll see the timer going off there that gives you your 5 seconds, and then that creates your 5-second GIF. And then of course we've got the video. So you click that on and it keeps running until you click it off. So I'm just moving my camera into this location here, just doing some kind of little video that you can see, and then I click the trigger again to turn it off. Okay, so now we have created those documents. What I want to do is I now want to leave OpenBrush to show you where those files ended up. Okay, we're back in the OpenBrush folder, and what I've got here is the folders we were looking at a minute ago. I'm going to go into the snapshots, and I see that there's these 3 images that were created, 1 PNG and 2 GIFs. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab that first, and I'm going to open it up in a browser. That is the image that we took. And that's exactly as you would expect it. Now I'm going to open up the GIF. There we go. That's the one that shows the wobble. That's the automatic GIF. And then I'm going to show you the 5-second GIF. And that shows the handheld movement that I did within that 5 seconds that we went through. So that is the location where the snapshots went, but I also took a video. And so I'm going to go into the videos. Now you'll see that the MP4 is here, and I can tell by the date and the time that that's the one that we took. There's also these other files. We won't get into those now, but when you get into some of the advanced photography stuff, that allows you to render a video offline after you've recorded it to get higher resolution after the fact. This is the video that you saw me do by hand. And so those files can then be used wherever you would use a snapshot or a video. And that really becomes one of the key tools is these folders that are able to export content so that you can use it in other locations. So when we're talking about using the images or the videos that we have created in virtual reality as a tool for marketing, let's say, that's where you're going to get access to those. So that's where I'm going to stop it at for today. Go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.